pretty early here for the US Open. I think it's going to start in about 30 minutes. So I'm going to find a good spot. I've just been down to the beach and got some shots. And I'm going to go up on the pier and see if that's a better vantage point. Alright, so I'll check back in a few minutes.
European, Indonesia, Australians, New Zealand, Brazil, France. We got people from everywhere, which is amazing because so many of these surfers traveling away for years, some being on the tour before, some on the tour now. They're going trying to get all their points in line, but they can do the big show next year. But here we are. I mean, the pre-surf has been going off all morning.
Yeah, this is my favorite time of year growing up here in Huntington. It's these fall conditions that we have. It's the crossed up swells. Our summertime, as we know, when this competition usually takes place, it's usually fairly walled, on a lot of the south swells coming through, but this time of year we get a lot of wind swells. We're getting those early season west and northwest swells and really helps break it up. And so I think we're going to see a lot more rights than we normally do, and just peakier, better conditions overall for these guys. So I'm super excited to watch everyone surf in this full week of heats we got here.
Oh yeah, now that we're going to have this high tide around 10, so there's going to be plenty of water. There's going to be a lot of connection from that outside through the middle and onto the inside for some above the lip dynamic surfing, like we just see happening right in front of us. Yeah. And I don't know what it's been like at low tide, but we'll see how that turns out later in the afternoon. But we know we have 18 heats of radical surfing about to happen all day here. 8:05 start. That first heat is already checked in, I'm sure. Jack Robinson, Rafael, Teixera, Kauli, Vaast, and Barron, Mamiya.
Yeah, plenty of waves. I expect to see a lot of waves ridden, which would be good for the spectators. It's good for the surfers themselves. Plenty of chances to get those scores. Not be so worried about making every single.
2, 1. Just like that, our first surfer paddles, but doesn't get the waves, so there's no priority at the beginning of the heat.
Looks like starting off in blue, Rafael on his forehand. Nice snap to start. Comes around the section, staying tight to that white water. Looks like he's going to stomp this one through. Can he make it? It just dies out. So this time of year, we still have that pretty deep trend from all those south swells that hasn't quite filled in as much as we would have hoped. But these guys, plenty of guys are making those connections and getting that one big last turn or maneuver on the inside. Out the back now, Barron.
Everyone just wants to get that first wave, sort of set the standard, see what the judges are looking for. They know that the free surfs,
yeah, nice running left right here for Barron. Good first turn. Down the line speed. There's another nice turn off the section. He's going to redirect on his forehand now to the inside. Can he make the connection? Yeah, it looks like he's got it pretty easy. One more chance for a score. Nice turn right there to finish things off for Barron. So he's on the board with a decent score right there.
Definitely exciting, different than the format last week down at lowers with 4 surfers in the water. There's times where all 4 are riding at the same exact time. It gets a bit heavy here in Huntington, especially when you get the shore break action and everyone's close in and it's just mayhem, scores dropping every 30 seconds, surfers up and down, priority changing, but we have a nice pace to it this morning so far.
Yeah, I love these Challenger series with the 30-minute heats. It gives the surfers a lot more time to pick and choose the higher quality waves.
Robinson going in the red on his first wave. He just wants to get started, so quick couple wiggles in the flat. Oh yeah, look at this. Another little one. He snuck out there, finds a nice little left. Wrap it off the top a few times. hopefully connects through. This one just sort of fades out. Those smaller ones just don't have to push through the hole.
Taro, maneuver for this wave.
That's right, priority is still white, blue, green, red.
Kauli having a good look at this in the white jersey with priority. He's going to elect to go right on his backhand. Nice first turn to start. Sticking tight to that whitewash, the power source. And he's going to try and stomp this through to the inside. He's got a lot of speed, Baldy. I think he's got it.
Well, yes, he almost got through, and there was a little tactical stuff out there. So now Jack Robinson has second priority. Rafael third priority. And Barron with first priority. Currently, green is in first, red is in second. All right, so Barron using that priority on a beautiful looking left, the biggest one of the heat so far, comes unstuck after one vertical smash. Priority now is with red, then blue.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for Barron on that one. That was one of the bigger waves we've seen of this heat so far.
Was established, it was just, you had to put everything into that first turn and then hopefully just come through, but didn't work out that way. Kauli, your first wave of 1.80. On this one, another little left. Weaving and winding his way through, trying to keep himself tight to that little thumb ball to keep the energy going.
Wow, good job making this inside section for Barron. But unfortunately, he wasn't able to get anything more to add to the score on the inside.
Up and riding right now, we have Kauli Vaast in the white, up by the pier. It's a slow roller, soft, and he's working his way. This one could stand up, Mike, on the inside. That's what we're looking for. Nice connection. Look at this three banger right there. Oh boy, this is gonna make him happy. So, but that connection on the inside was the first we've seen like that. Three powerful big arcs.
Bravo. Taking a look at a left over by the pier. First turn up in the lip. Nice one. Gets up nice and quick to get the second outside maneuver, and the judges are going to like that. And he's working extra hard to make sure he gets this connection and gets at least one more maneuver in for that bigger score. Here we go. Nice late re-entry, stomps it. That one felt good for Jack.
Yes, it did. So that's going to replace his 1.4, and he already has the 4 in the score line. Right now, blue has first priority, white has second priority. Well, Rafael looking for that 6.60. Gets the corner of that small inside right on the sandbar, and it looks, the way he's bouncing, looks like he might make it, and then right through there, it just got all
down to the wire. Great last exchange there for a couple guys.
Right, so with Kauli, with the highest wave so far of the heat, that 617, what will he get? You know, he made it through, and he got that vertical smash right on the shore. You got Jack Robinson, obviously, it's, you know, a great wave for him. And I'll count it down, and then we'll probably be delivering the scores. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're waiting. Well, Jack Robinson gets a 6.57 on his last wave. He went up into first. We still have, and Kauli Vaast got a 3.23 on his last wave. So I think that's it. So that's it. That Jack Robinson winning the heat right there in the end. Barron Mamiya into second. Kauli Vaast third. Rafael in fourth. And we're going to move into the next heat. I will count you guys in soon.
Heat 3, round of 96. You guys can go on and check in. Shun Murakami, Josh Moniz, Sebastian Zietz, Cody Young. You guys are up next. Wow, so big exchange at the end of that last heat. Jack Robbo coming up huge and really going for it on the inside section there with the air reverse.
Oh yeah,
that was clutch.
Very clutch. Vasco Ribeiro, our first ride of the heat. Beautiful little carved back. This one looks like it might carry the speed. He's carrying the speed well, right, Michael? Look at that.
Yeah, he looks solid right here. He's still waiting for this thing to line up in front of him. Cuts it back and now building up the speed towards this last section. What's he got? Woo! Nice airdrop re-entry on that one. Major, I'm tired just watching that.
Yeah.
One of the younger competitors in this competition. He's got some good board speed working his way to the inside section here. He's got it no problem.
Oh yeah, look at this little gem on the inside. Spicy and tight hook right there for Taro. Nice ride for green. Yeah, and it's just tight, almost tied between Taro and Josh at the moment.
First couple scores coming in for Imai, looking pretty good. We're waiting for them all to get locked in for the average.
Yeah, he's gonna jump up into first with that, a 6.40 on your second wave, Imai. Currently out in first, Vasco Ribeiro in the red with a 3.67 and a 5.83. Imai is in second place on the merit of just his first ride. Now we still have that second score to come in. Jump up into first with that, a 6.40 on your second wave, Imai. So a 6.4 and a 4.73. Here we go.
Looks like Kaoli's going to choose to use his priority on this one. Let's see if it's going to stack up for him. A la Josh Burke's last, and he's into it. It did. Off the bottom, nice turn right. And there it is. A little late, but hangs on. Still waiting for last to white. Yeah, so unfortunately that last wave for Josh Burke, fortunately for him, but unfortunately for Vasco Ribeiro. Vasco, that puts you in the third. You're now needing a 4.25. Red, you need a 4.25, but you are sitting at first priority. Taro is in third or in fourth, but we are waiting for his last wave.
So he's looking to hold on to that second spot now. He makes this inside little gem of a section. Flies up over the lip and just wipes out right there in the trough. That is scary.
Ooh, yeah, almost a credit card on that one, it looked like.
Okay, so that was a big exchange as Josh had jumped up into second. Then Vasco got that right in the red. Imai, who was out in the lead, he got his connection on the inside. So puts you up into the lead. Imai, your last wave was a 5.77. So you're secure in second place. Josh, you are looking now for a 5.98. Taro just rode that last wave. He needed an 8 after that whole exchange. So we're down to 45 seconds. Counting down, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
High tide approaching, coming up. 5.2. About the next half hour here, so let's see these boys get to work.
It is stressful. I want to see every one of them get one of those rights into the inside and get a, show us their merits on that little peak rifle. But that's not the way it works out. Not everyone makes it through to that inside section, right, as we've seen. Oh boy, look at that. So our first wave of the heat for Shun, a 6.0. What a way to open. I mean, as we've seen, that is definitely a back pocket score keeper in the scheme of things.
It just goes to show what kind of work can get done on that inside. Yeah, that was incredible surfing.
So Shun Murakami from Japan, Joshua Moniz from Hawaii, Sebastian Zietz, everyone from Hawaii, Cody Young from Hawaii, all Hawaiian.
Looks like blue going on the left, we got green on the right.
Well, it's cool that there's that much separation. Let's see how it plays out. Both, wow, big hammer in the pocket and throws the fins towards the beach.
Josh had a nice overburst on that inside.
Yes, and
making it work.
Shun behind him. He's up on his second. That one, maybe due to the first set, washed that one through. Now we got Sebastian Zietz going on his first wave. Nice, the way he's weaving through. This one's looking pretty guaranteed to make it into the inside for Sebastian's opener. Blank. Powerful.
He's done that before.
Yes, he has.
So waiting on scores, it looks like Shun started the heat with a 6.0.
So that's what it is. Shun just turned around and took off on a little insider and jumped off. That's what it happened so fast. So Shun's second wave already in, a 1.67. You want to read those off?
Yeah, Cody Young, your wave came in at 5.5. Sebastian, you're at a 3.17. Joshua, 4.67.
Well, there we go. So that establishes that first thing. Now each of them looking for their backup wave. So Shun out in the lead still with a 6 and a 1.67. Cody jumps up into second with the 5.50. Joshua in third with that 4.6. And him, Joshua Moniz, knowing that you don't even have to take off all the way out back. It's just make the connection and winding and weaving until this little beauty, tight jam in the pocket, flies with speed, fins loose on the lip, and he rides down and out confidently.
That was a big turn, Jeff.
That was a huge turn, Hans, and he caught that thing halfway out in the middle, you know? So, fortune smiles sometimes, right? His backhand there, he wants to continue his speed. He knows the inside is really where the jam is at. He does connect. Nice to ride over that little inside lump too. That kind of takes guys by surprise sometimes. So
0-3.
Well, that is it. So there we go. The high score of the heat. Josh with 6.03. Shun with the 6.0. Cody with the 5.5. So currently Joshua out in first place. Shun in second. Cody, you're in third. Obviously, you have the one wave, so you're just looking for a small 2.18. And Sebastian looking for a 4.51. All this will shuffle with 17 minutes to go.
Yep, trying to get in that pier bowl, make it work. Find the vortex on the inside with the reform.
Oh, he's carrying his speed nicely, isn't he? Look at that inside. Big vertical jam. And another section, but he kind of just got tucked behind it.
Oh, this is such a tight bowl. He really did a strong turn on that first one, though.
Oh, big. So we'll see. First wave. All right, we got red and white up. I'll go with red. Michel Bourez, years on the tour, veteran, has had some great events here at the U.S. Open. Uh-oh. Where do we go with this? Both surfers going right on the inside. Michel goes left. Right over by the pylon. So I wonder if Michel was thinking to go right and saw Mahimana going left at him, and they both decided then to redirect.
They both ended up doing very equal amount of turns. Big cracks right at the end.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe it was me, but it looked like they both had a moment of exchange where they had gone left or right, but then as they rode through at the same peak, and I'm not sure, I should ask them how priority works in that situation. I mean,
well, there was no priority established prior to that ride.
Yeah, but like coming at each other, who has right of way in that bizarre situation right there?
Nice crack up the top, and then we looking for that reform. Up and riding. Got green at the bat.
Well, this is critical because he got out of that quick, right? After that opening four, and now he's just flying through on this board, looking beautiful under his feet. Where will he go? Oh! Alley-oops it towards the shore.
Wow.
All right, first wave for green, Ian Crane, a 5.33. Your second wave, Ian, a 1.0. First for Jake Marshall just came in, a 5.33. Blue, your first wave, a 5.33.
So yeah, Jake's up in the lead at this point, sitting in third priority. We got Hiroto in priority, Ian Crane sitting on second priority.
All right, with all the surfers with more than two waves, here we go. Out in the lead in blue, Jake Marshall. Second, red, Marcos Correa. Third, Hiroto in white, needing a 2.24 to advance. Ian, you're in fourth. In green, you're looking for a 3.35. Time called 14 minutes, 30 seconds. Ian Crane on the back end. Good first turn to start. Looks like a good use of priority so far. Got a great explosive way of surfing about him, so always fun to watch him surf. Through the inside, one and two-turn vertical on the second.
Yeah, what a way to finish that.
Ian, your last wave, a 5.8 situation, guys. First is still Jake Marshall in blue. Second now, Hiroto in white. Ian Crane in third. He's up and riding right now. And fourth place in red, Marcos Correa. Marcos, you're looking for a 5.57. A 5.57 as Ian Crane needing a score, and he's so far so good on this wave.
Braxton on the inside, double combo. Still waiting on Jordy Mayer's second wave. And then we're gonna have a third of Wiggolly and this last wave of Dylan. So everything's gonna change again, shuffle around with 8 minutes left.
And right now, looks like green. Jordy gonna have to swing at this one. Not too much on the inside. He's gonna have to do something pretty fantastic to get a score here.
Oh wow, so Juan, we look for the 7-1.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want more of this content, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.